Hey, I'm Rachel, the CEO of Intrinio. If you're a fintech founder or engineer building any type of retail trading or investing app, this video is for you. At Intrinio, we've helped power data into hundreds of retail-facing and pro applications, so we've seen some great tools and some flops. In this video, I will outline my top 5 tips for making the best retail trading app. But first, congratulations! Retail trading is a great space to be in right now following GameStop, COVID, and heading into a recession where everybody will be Googling how to buy the dip. But it's also crowded, so you'll need to stand out and get a lot right in order to be successful. I've broken down my top 5 tips into categories that are critical for retail trading and investing apps. You will have to attract, convince, engage, retain, and evolve in order to build a winning retail app. All right, let's dive in. First tip, attract. It's gotta look good. The first most critical element for your retail trading or investing app is your brand, and it's gotta look good. Retail consumers, even the nerds and the finance geeks, are human. That's why your brand should be catchy and include elements based on human psychology. Choose your colors, your messaging, your graphics, and even your font with intention, and make sure that the full picture really stands out from the crowd. Another thing that is often overlooked here is consistency. Every element of your brand should show up consistently across your website, social platforms, even your email signature. And don't be afraid to invest in this. Paying for good graphic and logo design ensures you get a modern, clean, and unique result. If you nail your brand and make sure it stands out, you'll be able to attract swaths of retail investors to your app. If you don't get this part right, the rest doesn't even matter. Tip number 2. Convince. Give a simple, clear value proposition. Okay, you've built a great brand and you have a catchy, clean, modern, slick, and unique website. Retail investors are taking notice and landing on your site. Now, your job is to convince them to pay or at least play. Figure out what type of result or accomplishment your target audience is looking for. Do they want to find hot trades, make big bucks, learn how to invest like the pros, get all their finances consolidated? Next, figure out how you want them to feel. Proud, trusting, secure, safe, special, intrigued, inspired. Make sure that your splash header on your website says what your app does, for who, how it's different, the results it will give to users, and make sure it triggers an aspirational feeling for them. Here's an example. We help new investors get up to speed with investing basics through unique live trading simulation. Start investing like a pro today and reach your own financial freedom. Tip number 3, engage, integrate, and display key data. Okay, your brand attracted retail traders and your messaging convinced them that they were in the right place. Now, you've got to get them engaged. This part is not easy. Most website users leave a website after just 15 seconds. Some might argue that you've just got to convince them to sign up during that period. But when it comes to the niche of retail trading and fintech apps, I argue that engagement during that period is even more important. What will it take to get users engaged on your website in 15 seconds? The key element here is data. It is the blood running through the veins of the investment machine. So find a reliable tech-forward data provider like Intrinio, and make sure to subscribe and integrate key data sets like stock prices, options prices, fundamentals, and estimates. Display this data to your users in an engaging way through charts, graphs, or visualizations, and make sure it's in front of potential users within 15 seconds. The key is to display the data in an engaging way. Something as simple as typing in a ticker, stretching out a stock price chart, or flipping between a put and a call will do the trick. The faster you get them engaging with real data on your application, the more likely they are to stay, play, and pay. Tip number 4, retain. Build sticky features. Okay, you have attracted, convinced, and engaged your target retail users, but the work isn't over. You have to design an application, tool, or platform that will make them stay. This is harder than it might seem. Now, every target market and type of retail trading app is different, but a couple of rules generally apply across the board. You've got to have good support and open communication to keep retail traders on board. Consider things like live chat or a ticketing system to make sure that needs are addressed consistently. Your users are likely to be putting real money behind their investment strategies, and if they aren't supported, they're going to go somewhere less risky. Thought leadership is also key. Unlike the pros, the retail traders will be looking to you for advice, tips, and even news. So put out fresh, original, and consistent content. Lastly, consider how you might create a sense of community for your users. Message boards, webinars, meetups, monthly features, or even swag can go a long way. Trading communities can be very strong. If you nail this, your community will stand behind you, and your users will stick around if they are well supported, learning, and feeling part of something big. Last tip number 5, evolve. Roll out consistent, catchy updates. This last tip is all about keeping things interesting for your retail users. Consumers in the B2C space, especially the fintech vertical, can get bored pretty easily. If you aren't rolling out consistent, catchy updates, you risk losing your clients to the hundreds of other investment tools out there. Develop a consistent cadence of engineering and design releases so that your app doesn't become stale and stagnant. Consider things like new data sets, new features, and even new asset classes. For example, if your app has a tab or a section for equities and a different section for options, you could add a tab for ESG data and research. Startup-friendly data providers like Intrinio offer robust ESG data starting at just $500 a month. This can power a brand new feature on your app with trendy information that all investors are keeping an eye on. Updates like this show that your company is on top of the trends, keeping users in the know, and constantly evolving. Okay, there you have it. Our top 5 tips for making the best retail trading app. Attract with a catchy standout brand. Convince with simple, clear messaging. Engage with key mission-critical data. Retain with support, education, and community. And lastly, evolve with new data sets and new features. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more fintech and financial data content. And if you are building a retail trading app, come chat with our team of data experts at www.intrinio.com. We can help you get fast, easy, and affordable data integrated and in front of your users pronto. We keep it cheap and easy so that we can scale up and grow together. Thanks for listening. We can't wait to see what you build.